Think about this. What would our planet look like if all the ice melted away? Picture a world where the majestic glaciers, the expansive polar ice sheets, and the frosty ice caps have disappeared. This is not a scene from a dystopian movie, but a possible future that our planet could face. We are living in a time where global warming is not just a threat, but an ongoing reality. We see the signs around us in the frequent heat waves, the severe storms, and the unprecedented forest fires. The relentless rise in global temperatures is slowly but surely melting away our icy frontiers. Imagine the Earth divested of its icy shield, its landscapes transformed, and its climate altered beyond recognition. The consequences? They are far-reaching and catastrophic. Now let's delve into the specifics of this catastrophic scenario. What happens when all the world's ice melts away? Stay tuned as we unpack this chilling prospect. The consequences of a world without ice are far-reaching and severe. Let's delve into this grim reality. First, let's consider rising sea levels. With the disappearance of glaciers and polar ice, the oceans would surge, swallowing up coastal cities and low-lying regions. It's not just a matter of losing a few beaches. We're talking about the potential submersion of bustling metropolises like New York, Miami, and Shanghai. The next domino to fall would be the displacement of communities. Millions, if not billions of people would be forced to abandon their homes and seek refuge elsewhere. This could spark refugee crises of an unprecedented scale and even conflicts over the remaining habitable land and resources. Biodiversity wouldn't be spared either. From polar bears to penguins to seals, ice-dependent species would face the threat of extinction. This loss would disrupt entire ecosystems and could have knock-on effects we can't even begin to predict. The melting ice would also meddle with ocean currents, leading to erratic and extreme weather patterns. Expect more severe storms, prolonged droughts, and intense heat waves. The disappearing ice would also impact our freshwater supply. Initially, melting glaciers would increase freshwater availability, but in the long run, we'd face a grim reality: water scarcity for billions of people. And let's not forget about methane, a potent greenhouse gas. As the permafrost melts, vast amounts of methane would be released into the atmosphere, fueling climate change even further. The infrastructure damage would be devastating too. Roads, buildings, utilities, all these could be lost to the rising sea levels, costing us trillions in repairs. Our cultural heritage would also take a hit. Historical sites, indigenous communities, and cultural landmarks along the coastlines could be lost forever. And finally, the economic impact. From property damage to loss of agricultural land to disrupted trade routes, the global economy would be in for a rough ride. As you can see, the effects of all the world's ice melting are not just environmental, but they infiltrate every aspect of life on Earth. It's a scenario that calls for unprecedented global cooperation and immediate action to mitigate further damage. While the situation may seem dire, it's not too late to make a change. The future of our world doesn't have to be an iceless one. Each one of us holds a piece of the solution in our hands. It's as simple as reducing, reusing, and recycling. Opt for public transport, or better yet, walk or cycle if you can. Eat less meat, plant more trees, and use energy-efficient appliances. But individual action won't be enough. We need to push for systemic changes. We need governments and corporations to step up their game. We need to transition to renewable energy, invest in sustainable infrastructure, and place the environment at the heart of all policy decisions. We need to work together as a global community, because the consequences of an iceless world know no borders. The future of our planet is in our hands. Together we can make a difference.